Yo, 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 what's up, little mommies? How we doing out there tonight? All right, that's how we get it started here. Well, first off, I would like to welcome you formally to the first ever live taping of Your Mom's House. Yeah. So, before we go any further, I just got a couple quick little rules to get through here to make sure everybody has a good time. First off, those little glowing lights all around you, I'm not talking about the candles, cell phones. Go ahead and put them on silent, vibrate, whatever your pleasure. Gentlemen, I won't judge you, as long as they don't bug anyone next to you. Also, you guys do the texting, the tweeting, the twatting all day long on your cell phones. While you guys are here, you're here for a live show, so let's try and keep the texting off the showroom floor. If you need to make a phone call or something like that, just step out of the showroom area, do what you got to do, and find your way back to your seat. If you guys want to take pictures, that's fine. No flash photography, it scares the animals, and no filming of any sort. Also, guys, the bar is open. No cheers for that one. All right. Yeah. But let's let's try and enjoy ourselves in a orderly fashion. Basically, let's not turn into that one drunk asshole at the party that has to yell out every 5 seconds. Yeah, I know. We all know who we are. I mean, they are. If that does happen, Oliver will walk around, tap you on the shoulder, and hopefully kindly ask you to stop. The show will go on, and we will have fun. And which brings me to my next rule. Have fun, guys. You guys ready to have fun tonight? Can you do that for me? All right. Well, then, without any further delay here, go ahead and pull up your jeans and pull them up high and tight. And welcome to the stage, Mr. Tom Segura. And Christina Pajitsky.
Holy shit. That was
Hi,
a lot of
mommies.
announcements. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
Thank you for coming to the show. Who here has
Mommies.
no fucking idea what they're here to see? Who doesn't know what they came
You guys,
into?
oh no.
Get ready for some weird shit to happen for you.
Buckle up, fuck tits.
The rest of you, thank you so much for coming. A big round of applause for yourselves.
Yay,
Thanks for coming out tonight. We
mommies.
appreciate it.
Have fun.
There's obviously, this is not live as far as Ustream, but we're recording it. It'll be up as an episode. So to everybody that didn't come here, didn't watch, there's fucking 300 people here. It's sold out. Thank you guys for coming.
Massive. Oh, this is Blue Band, by the way.
And there's Blue
He
Band right
produces
there.
the show. You guys seen him? Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's our producer, and that's
it's so
why
weird doing
sometimes
it
things
live.
don't go well.
I feel like everyone else should have worn their pajamas too. Maybe next time. But you got your shirt on. Oh,
Fuck
good.
yeah. You guys are awesome.
So
I just took two huge shits.
we took like 4 shits before the show.
We basically shit on top of each other before the show started.
No, I was worried that we might have food poisoning. Because we were up here. Let me back that ass up. Here's what happened. Last night, I had Vietnamese food and then tacos. And then today, we both had tacos for lunch. And then Johnny Rockets on top of it.
All aboard! Next stop, Brown Talk.
There it is.
Brown Talk coming up.
Just letting you know.
You
That's
better
the
watch
warning. Sorry, we were late on that jump.
Sorry.
Anyways, we were sweating up here, and we took like 4 shits.
Yeah, I had like the really, like the scary sweats where it's not like, oh, like it's a little warm. It's like,
Yeah.
there's something dead crawling out of me right now. And then I dropped a ferocious. Like,
Really?
yeah, I dropped like a
Well,
really.
describe it more. I feel like you're not being
Well,
descriptive enough.
it was kind of like that. I'm sorry, but I don't have the words to describe what that is. But that's
Was
what it
that
felt
one
like.
your audio file, or was that submitted through a listener?
No, that was one of mine. Thank you to all the. I don't know if any of you have ever recorded yourselves. You've done it before. Were you the sick one?
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here! Yay! Clap for that guy.
Yeah, give him a round of applause.
That was amazing. Thank you. I remember you. Yeah. Now, what did you
Yeah.
eat that day that happened that way? Okay.
You had a virus.
Oh it was a flu. Yeah.
Yeah. You
That
have
wasn't
AIDS.
food.
You're dying of
induced.
AIDS. That's what
It's
happened.
probably AIDS. Yeah.
And then, but the cool thing was that you didn't just record it; you also showed us in a video what came out of you.
Is it on YouTube still? If people want to see it.
It's
Okay.
unlisted.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll
But thank
repost
you.
it for you. Make sure.
We'll retweet it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's get going. Let's
Yeah.
tell you that this episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by a new sponsor, Spotify, which is the
Get
fucking
the fuck out.
yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to talk like that during
sorry.
the copy read of the sponsor. You
The
get
sponsors
the
love when
fucking
you.
coolest fucking shit ever.
They love that.
Spotify, where you get all the fucking music you want to goddamn fucking listen to. And here's what you got to do, as with everything else for the podcast. If you want to support it and help us out, you go to yourmomshousepodcast.com. There's a banner there. If you click on that, you sign up. Spotify is free. So if
Have
you
you guys
click on
tried
it,
you should try it. It's really cool.
It's
Because
actually-
different than Pandora, right? Like Pandora, you're like, I like Depeche Mode. And then maybe 10 songs from now, they'll play Depeche Mode. Spotify will play the exact fucking song you want right
Yep.
there.
You can type in
That's real
genres.
talk
You can
right
type
there.
in albums, all kinds of shit, whatever you want. It gives it to you. The sign up takes about 90 seconds, and then the cool thing is they kick us back a little change so
Yeah.
we can pay Blue Band and other things like that.
Yeah.
So that's great. Also, at yourmomshousepodcast.com, you can support the show by shopping through our Amazon banner. You
Right. You can go to
buy-
yourmomshousepodcast.com and you can buy all kinds of stuff.
You can buy
Tommy,
bras. You
I
can
brought
buy,
a bra there.
buy socks.
Books.
You can buy
I bought-
hats.
I bought a yoga DVD that I have not received
You
yet.
can buy drapes. You can buy books. You can buy candles. You can
Good
buy,
smelling ones.
buy a gun. You can buy.
Gun. Can you buy a gun?
Yeah. So you guys ready to do this or what? Ready to start the
Let's
show?
do this shit, mommy.
All right.
I love you so much. I love you so much. I need you so bad. Oh God. I love you. 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 I come for you. I love you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I come. I come. I come. I come. I come. I come for you. Fucking camp.
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone love into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsky. Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
You know, the
I
best
didn't
thing.
know that.
The best thing. No, I didn't tell her I was playing. That's my favorite thing to do is to pull audio and not tell her what the fuck is gonna be.
Did you know what was going on there? I'm not sure I know.
I gotta tell you, okay, I found that clip last week and played it during the show, and I got dozens of emails from dudes who were like, "Hey, could you send me that link to the?" But then they had like, because I want to send it to a friend. It's like, yeah, sure, okay. You mean you don't want to see the girl fucking have a seizure while the guy's fucking pounding her? But maybe we should post that clip and
It's
just share
so
it.
awful. I kind of want to hear it again.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure I know what I heard.
There's a lot. Okay,
There's a lot happening.
I'll set it up like what's happening.
Okay.
There's a woman,
Okay.
and she's sitting on a guy. He has a horse cock on him.
Okay.
That you
Like
can't
Ray
see
J
it.
big?
It's bigger than Ray J's.
Okay.
Yeah. And she is right, and he's just like, and it's almost weird because she's having this crazy orgasm, but he's kind of like, hey, keep it down. Like he's kind of like, he's like, are you having a fucking episode or something right now? Like
Like a seizure?
he looks at her like, keep it together, and why do you keep saying I love you? Because in porn, you're not supposed to be like, I fucking
yeah.
love you so
But that's
fucking
what's
much."
confusing is
It's
he's like,
very
you fucking
confusing.
bitch. Yeah. And
Yeah, and as it gets more intense in their sex gets more intense, she starts, I love you more, and she's like, oh fuck, and she looks like an exorcism is happening, and he's actually like, I don't think I'm into this anymore. I might quit porn. Like that's what
Is that what happened?
that's what goes. I mean,
he left his career behind.
let's
Is
see.
this the
I wish we
last
could
scene?
show it to you, but here's.
I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much.
Right there, he's like, he's like, I love you. All right, and then
I need you so bad.
I need you so bad. Oh
I love you. 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 I come for you.
no, that was "I come for you,"
Was the
which you
echo-
should try saying to your next hookup, whoever you hook up with, right before you come. Go, "I come for you," and they'll be like, "Oh, that's what I thought was happening."
But what is that in a tunnel or is that an effect we put on there?
Is that in a tunnel or an effect?
It sounds echoey. Like
yeah,
are they
that's
fucking in a
Blue
tunnel?
Band. Why are you
Oh,
talking
sorry,
shit right
Blue
now?
Band. It's his.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Keep going. I come. I come. I come. I come. I come.
That's I come. I guess she's like, I forget English. I come. I come. And then at the very end of the scene, this little girl comes into frame.
Fucking camp.
It says fucking camp, so it's really weird.
Cap was better this year.
Let's bring in our first guest. We're
Yeah.
so happy to have with us here. He is a good friend of ours, a hilarious comedian. He just recorded an album, I believe, a week ago, so we'll talk about that soon. He has a great podcast called Skeptic Tank. Please put your hands together for the one and only Ari Shaffir, everybody. Let him hear it.
Woo! Stay here, Ari.
All right.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks.
You have
Hey,
to take it out. Thanks for being here.
thanks for being here. Do you
You're
have
welcome. Thanks for having me.
do you have
Your beard
audio?
is
Are you
so
good?
full.
I know, right?
It's so lustrous. Can you guys see how? What
It's
do you
thick.
think?
You guys
what
have
is-
got like a whole feel to it. You can catch it like underneath and like coming from behind.
What does Ari's beard smell like, Tom?
That looks like a trash can beard to me. That looks like it looks like it smells like old soup and like maybe eggplant. Like there's some
Wait,
eggplant
can I-
in there.
I will tell you this. I ate eggplant out of the trash can today.
Shut up.
Yeah, I
Fucking
threw
genius.
away my salad. I was like, oh, still eggplant left. But it
Really?
hadn't come out of the bin.
We didn't even talk about this.
Wow.
And so then I was like, yeah, I'll still eat it.
Can I smell? Can I
Yeah,
smell
sure.
your beard?
I showered afterwards.
It's fresh.
Hey, fucking
Yeah.
dial
It's
it back.
Not so
What are you
bad.
doing?
That's
Do
per
you want to
plus.
smell it?
I know. I don't want to smell his fucking beard.
It doesn't smell that bad.
What's like the weirdest? Have you ever done anything really shamefully bad as far as food goes? Like eating out of a trash can, something like that? Have you ever done that before?
I was in Pacific Beach when I was poor. I'd eat a lot of stuff.
Out of trash cans?
No, just leftover stuff at Denny's.
What?
Like other people's plates?
Other
and shit?
yeah. If you didn't see them, that's when it got gross because you have no idea.
Wait,
That's not
You
good.
know, you have to get an eyeball on them to tell whether it's okay.
wait, let's back this up.
Yeah.
You're being when you were broke, you'd go to
Yeah.
Denny's and then be like, "Oh, let me get a seat." And then when somebody got up, you're like, "Oh, fuck," and you'd go eat out of their plate, or no?
Well, I remember they had curly fries just sitting there that they weren't going to eat. If it was regular fries, I can understand being
Wait,
upset
you
about
weren't
this.
like a
But like,
you weren't
they
like
were
a server
seasoned-
there. You were just a guest at Denny's.
oh yeah.
You were just a person like us walking in,
Yeah.
and you were like, "I could eat that," and nobody stopped you. Nobody
No,
stopped
my
you.
friends were like, "Oh, you shouldn't," and I was like, "Well, you're the idiots here." And then
Wait, did you like you didn't buy a meal first?
no,
That was your meal.
it was busy. We got one later. I say because I was broke, but it really had nothing to do with that. Now that I think about it, because I was going to pay for a meal shortly.
Oh, so this is like an appetizer.
Oh.
where
Yeah,
other people's-
exactly.
That makes sense.
You can
Jesus.
feel like a rich person
That's
when you have an aperitif.
that's grosser than the shit fucking thing we just played. I think that's
Yeah.
amazing, Ari.
You know what's? Because when I was a server, I would be tempted. You know when you're hungry sometimes and
Yeah.
you're a waiter and you're like, I could totally fucking eat that. The rest of their fries because they didn't even touch the fries.
Right.
I've really been tempted, but then I think about hepatitis, or like whatever.
Nobody gets hepatitis that way.
herpes, thrush, whatever you can get. Chlamydia
I always
Yeah.
go
With
to
the
eight. You
mouth.
can't get chlamydia.
in your mouth.
You cannot get that.
French fries.
That was if they shoved it, if they brushed their teeth with fries and then put it back on the plate. Then you could get it.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever eaten like off of a stranger's plate?
No, but I've been tempted, like I said. Like I would want to. And then you just think of all the horrific shit that can happen to you, and then you don't.
Yeah.
Like normal people.
Yeah, no, I've never done it either.
What?
Yeah, that's not a fucking normal. What if you never
I
got
think in
sick?
a lot of cultures you would. No, I don't know. No, I don't get sick that much. I'm like Peg Bundy. Remember that episode where she had the trainer come live with her, and it was a battle of wills to see who would take over the trainer's life or Peg Bundy's sedentary life. And then he started eating bonbons and hanging out on the couch.
Oh, that's awesome.
And what happened? He died. Yes, you're absolutely right. He died of bonbons.
You don't get sick?
Not really.
Really? Like no colds, nothing like
I
that?
get cold sometimes.
What
But
about
nothing.
diarrhea?
Yeah.
How often do you have diarrhea?
Those are my normal shits. I hold it.
Okay, no, this is fantastic.
I'll hold it.
No, this is
There you
fantastic.
go. Yeah.
Please, hold on.
Yeah.
She a lot of times will, to me, she'll be like, how often does it sound like that? Like when she'll hear me,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, oh, all the time, like every other day. Like,
It's
and
not
she's like,
healthy.
how often does that happen? And I go, I don't know, 12 times a week. I don't fucking know.
Diarrhea? You get diarrhea 12 times a week?
Not diarrhea, just a shit that sounds like I could be sick.
It
Sounds like diarrhea.
No, Ari, I was sitting on the couch, and Tommy was. You've been to our home.
Yeah, the bathroom's far away from the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was taking a dump, and it sounded so violent that I thought, we're going to go to the emergency room.
No.
And I expected when we got out that I'd be like, Tom, let's go to the hospital. And I'm like, are you okay? And he goes, yeah, it's normal. That's what I normally do. And I can't imagine doing that all the time.
It was fine. It
Do
was
you get
totally fine.
splashback a lot?
Sometimes, yeah. There's blood. It's just normal shit.
Oh,
It's normal.
you get blood splashback?
No, but like, don't you have? Okay,
Blood.
what I'm
Blood,
talking
girl.
about. Here's what happens on a normal morning. Is like, if I have like, let's say I make an omelet, right? I'll have like I'll have a yogurt.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll have like, okay, I'll make a couple egg omelet, and then I'll have a coffee. And I'll be like, oh, I gotta take a shit, and then it'll sound like a fucking hurricane has gone through the. But then I'll be like, I'm fine. It's not like, oh, the rest of the day. It was just, it's a one episode. Like that's too much. I don't know. For the morning, you just woke up, take it fucking easy, stop being an asshole and eating so much.
And then it's out of you.
And then it's out of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have that? Is that what you're talking about, right? You have that often?
Yeah, I was joking though.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I get it like, I don't know, I get it like once every 2 weeks or something, 3 weeks.
That's from traveling, right? Like you're on the road. And
Yeah, I got meat sweats for the first time in Philadelphia.
We had meat sweats today.
Yeah, I saw you guys sweating up
We
there.
were really sweating.
Tom was like, I gotta take a dump. And then I turned around and turned right back. He's like, oh, that dump was good. How did you do that fast?
It was really
Meat
explosive.
sweats are terrifying because you're not sure how deep the rabbit hole goes. Like, how much sicker will I get?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this a one flusher and we're done? I won't sweat anymore.
Where do you think we stand on the podcast scale as far as like lowbrow?
Wit?
Like, are we like Greg Proop's level of like
Definitely.
sophistication, or
This is just like, whose line is it anyway?
this is right?
To say what shits were called in like the 1800s. If we knew that word, then we'd
All right,
be
guys, let's start
right
doing
there.
bits. Let's start doing improv. Ready? Just yell shit out. Let's fucking make this fun. We're at a donut shop, and is there feedback?
Okay.
Is that what I'm
Yeah,
hearing?
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit? Can we? No.
This is Blue Band?
This is
Yeah,
Blue Band.
that's the
He
sound.
replaced. He replaced Red Band. He works hard,
Blue Band does?
real hard.
Yeah.
We thought we could maybe ask you to do a little thing, a little game with us, Ari.
Sure, I love games.
We love you very much. Maybe you'll play this
Me
with
and Christina had watched a movie in Denver.
Oh, that's right. We saw the Avengers. Uh-oh, you know what time it is. It's time.
Ari, this is a game we call Fill Her Up, Seal Her Shut.
Say it again, sober up,
Fill her
no.
up and seal her shut.
phone her up, and seal her
Fill her up, not
Oh,
phone.
fill her up and
Fill her
seal-
up. Yes. So we just. we
But
ca-
but today we're doing a special edition called Dig Her Up, Seal Her Shut. Because Fill Her Up is just for alive people, alive women that you would like to fill up with semen.
Yeah, I assume that. What's the shut her up or whatever?
Seal her shut.
Seal her
Seal
shut.
her
What is-
vagina shut with semen, with your semen.
Oh.
It's my husband. It's his
It's
fault.
an
Is that one of your
aggressive game.
dreams?
Well, I just figure it's a nice way of phrasing what the game is. I don't know how else to put it.
Not only did I come inside you, it's just gonna stay there
Seal
forever
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna-
But we decided to do an addition.
so this.
I love that.
Exactly. We have results. We should probably read.
Oh,
those
from the
first.
last one, yeah.
People, we had you threw out there. Let's play the Fill Her Up Pig edition.
They're like a couple of pigs.
With Melissa McCarthy or
Right.
Gaborni Sibide.
Gabori Sibide, she was
Precious.
precious. Yeah.
Precious, yeah.
So which one of those two would you fill up or seal shut?
Oh, who was the first one?
Melissa
Melissa
McCarthy.
McCarthy,
You
yeah.
know, Mike and Molly and.
Oh.
Jesus.
is a lot of not good.
Defeat.
Or precious.
Yeah,
Or what?
Precious.
Oh, yeah.
And you really got to fill her up, don't forget. You don't just get one and done. You got to drop like 25 loads of
Yeah.
it.
Get it up again. Quickly get it up again. And then
Yeah.
I feel like I need to do things that would show people that I'm not racist.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've done enough semi-racist stuff, or ironically racist things.
Semi-racist stuff.
Right.
Like your series, The Amazing Racist?
Yeah, like that. Things like that, where I need to get it out there that I'm not racist, so I think I would fuck Precious.
For
So you-
PR reasons. you
Yeah.
would. Okay.
Precious would get a pity fuck out of you, basically.
It'd be more like a PR fuck.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, our listeners
That's so
overwhelmingly disagree with you.
What?
Yeah.
And
Precious
are
has youth, though.
wildly
She's at least
racist.
young and vibrant and full of life and hope.
Not if you saw the movie.
McCarthy won 91 to 15.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, all right, Melissa. Okay.
Oh yeah, really shocking from this 100% white audience with a couple possible Mexicans. You're the possible
yeah.
Mexican? All right.
All right.
There's that, and then people. We talked to you a lot about. We went to a lot of depth actually about Morgan Freeman or Samuel L. Jackson. That one
Yeah.
was who would
That's
you rather be basically with of the two? Those two.
Can I ask questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
So, this is current day. Either one of those guys?
Yes.
Current day. Yeah.
Okay. Is it rape or consensual?
Well, that's a good question.
It's
I think-
consensual.
I think it's consensual, but they have different styles. Like,
But I'm the taker either way on that, right?
Yeah.
but Morgan Freeman,
He's gonna fill you up
he's gonna fill you up, yeah.
and
Yeah,
seal
yeah,
you
yeah.
shut.
Still you should.
I assumed I'm getting filled up in this. That's
Morgan Freeman, we feel like is more. He's more like a loving, like he's gonna
yeah.
he's gonna put you down and he's gonna pat your head and he's gonna say like,
You're like a son to me, man.
like he's gonna be real nice, like
He would
You're like a
kiss my
son to
neck.
me, man.
yeah. And then Samuel L. Jackson is gonna be more like,
Crying motherfucker.
so you know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
So who do you get off more on? Like,
I feel-
you like aggressive people?
Do you like freckles?
Who has
Do
the
you like
freckles?
Cosby freckles?
Which one has freckles?
Morgan Freeman.
Freeman.
He has
Oh.
Cosby freckles.
Those are age spots.
No, man. He's just got nothing but freckles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the little black freckles.
There's a possibility with Morgan Freeman that he might be able to get it up, so you would get a reprieve
No,
for
wait.
a moment and
Wait,
be
but
able
I-
to steel yourself
but
against
somebody-
the impending doom.
He has a bad hand. He has a useless hand.
Oh, that
No,
would be
someone-
sexy. Rubbing against my face. That's a useless hand. Are you kissing it?
He
I can't
makes-
feel. Tell me
He
if you're kissing
makes
it.
you kiss his hand that he can't feel. Oh, shit.
You're like a son to me, man.
But Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman, someone tweeted that like he sleeps with his stepdaughter. or
Well, there was a
something, or-
rumor that he was marrying his granddaughter, and he was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm just fucking her.
Yeah.
Stop being weird.
So Morgan Freeman's into little girls.
Yeah, he's into that. No, I'd.
Your girlish charm.
Wait.
I
so who
really
would
like
you-
Pulp Fiction, though.
So you would go with Sam?
Could I try both of them out and then erase one from the history books?
You want to double team Sam Jackson and Morgan Freeman? Who do you want in your mouth and who do you want in your?
Good question.
What? He wants them.
That's logical.
Yeah.
That's a great
logical. You got to
question.
pick one. You can't.
I think. Yeah. Are they gonna ram the back of my throat? Or are they gonna let me do the work? Because if it's let me do the work,
Well,
it's
Sam Jackson will ram it down.
he
your
will.
throat.
That's what I'm
Crying
want that.
motherfucker.
But
Yeah.
that's why you got to calculate who's in your mouth and who's in your ass. Who's more loving?
I would
What
want-
are you more
yeah.
concerned with?
If
Your
I
a-
was working it, I would want, like, if he didn't thrust
Work
it all,
it.
I would rather definitely like a hard penis in my mouth, so
Okay.
I feel like I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'd be more able to. My ego would be more able to handle
Yeah.
a soft dick in my asshole.
Right.
But in my mouth, I'd be like, it's right there.
Yeah. How much of a bummer
in
is
my
a soft dick in your
asshole.
mouth, ladies? Some guys. How much
Check
is
out
that?
Spotify for all your.
No, that's got to be. Yeah, you're right. So you basically were like, hey, like I'm doing work here, right? Like, do you think you could give a good blowjob? Is that what you're saying? Do you think you could do that well?
I was thinking about this recently because I know there's a lot of guys that have gotten turned in prison. So like, I would want to believe that that's not just a random case. That probably happens when you become amongst all men. So I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably get turned too.
Yeah, it's called situational homosexuality.
No, I want to fucking do it, Christina. All right. Please don't be little.
They'll come all over your beard.
They would. Guys would drop so many loads
Your
in that
beard would be a solid chunk of semen.
And then they only let you shower every other day, so you have this real crusty, like, fucking chunky beard.
A cum beard.
Do you remember, Tom? Do you remember when you grew like leg hair?
Yeah.
And then your semen in the shower would like stick to it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you'd be like, ugh, it's clumping.
I remember not really. I remember jerking off in a bathtub, and then sitting there, and then when I got out of the bathtub, all the cum had dried like all over different parts of me. And I was in a hotel, and my dad was in the bedroom, and he was like, "Come on, Tommy, like we gotta go." And I was like, and then I turned the shower back on he's like, "Jesus fucking Christ, like how many showers are you gonna take?" And I'm like, "Oh, the soap got stuck." Like I had to make up something.
And you couldn't tell him the truth. He would have.
Yeah.
But does jizz get hard like Jello? Or like pudding, you know, the ready kind, the instant kind?
Like on your legs and stuff?
Yeah, like in the bathtub, if you jizz in the bathtub.
Well,
is it gelatinized?
It starts to like float around and like different, and then if it hits you, it'll just stick onto you. But
that's so gross.
Yeah.
It finds itself. It finds other sperm blobs in the water, like that trash heap in the middle of the Pacific. That's where they came together.
So, all right, we have this for Ari. Ari, the
special edition, Goth edition, in honor of Goth World Day, which was yesterday. My tribe, my former tribe. Yeah. We're doing Digger Up Sealer Show with dead famous people.
Oh.
And here we go.
All right. So
Hitler's wife, first of all.
Ava Braun.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
So much for licking that racist thing, huh?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Or Betty Page.
Walk us through your reasoning, please.
Okay, Betty. It's like done with Betty Page already. It was hot for a while, but it's like too many people try to be the Betty Page pinups. You know those girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go Marilyn Monroe.
So you feel like the Betty Page thing's just overdone?
For a while, that was really hot to me. No, I like greaser chicks though. Those
Greaser?
tattoos with
Yeah,
white
because
hair.
you had that one time. You wrote a tweet one time that said like, "You give me like a skinny girl with tattoos and a nose ring, and I'll give you a boner every time," or something like that, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, it's a
Squeaked
Suicide
out.
Girl.
You like Suicide Girls?
Suicide Girls.
Yeah, okay.
So that's more paid. I mean, that's not what she is, but she's more in that vein.
Yeah, but Marilyn Monroe's got way more curves.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
More tits.
Lately, I've liked a little jiggle, so I think for that Marilyn Monroe too.
Right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Why is that good for me? Just
You're
'cause my aesthetic changes slightly towards your style.
You're liking, yeah, it's real. You just gotta go
All
for
right.
what's real, not the unattainable. Just
Yeah,
lower your
but-
standards.
All right.
Who would you guys go for? Who would you go for, Monroe or Patty Page?
I like Marilyn Monroe because I'm a blonde. I'm partial, and I like that
yeah.
she was round and jugular,
Yeah.
and she was fucked up. You know, rumored she had like 13 abortions.
That's the fucking cool
Did you
thing.
hear that?
Is that
It's-
is a
which is
damaged,
crazier than
that's
shit.
a damaged
Like-
psyche, which means you
13.
can manipulate her.
Yeah.
You can get her to do things.
How old
that-
was she when she died?
She was young.
Late 30s, I
30
think.
something?
You could fucking hold her down, fucking hold her. Oh, all right. You could hold her fucking face in a toilet. You could do whatever you wanted. I
Yeah.
bet Marilyn Monroe, you could just pull her labia like pizza dough and just throw it in the air and spin it, and she'd be like, "Yeah,
Like
do whatever you
pizza
want."
dough.
Yeah. And that's what I'd be like. I'm gonna throw some fucking pepperoni on it, and let's do this. And that's what I would choose Marilyn
What do
Monroe.
you guys? Marilyn Monroe? Clap
likes
for
Marilyn Monroe?
Clap. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Not bad.
And who's a Betty Page
Betty
fan?
Page, fill her up.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Neither one of those are bad choices.
No?
13 abortions makes it for sure then. Marilyn
Now,
Monroe.
yeah, I was gonna say, how many
Yeah.
abortions have you paid for?
Yeah.
Couple. No, one. I paid for one, and the other one told me later.
The other one told me
Jesus
later.
Christ.
And I was
All
like,
right.
"Do you want money for this?" And she's
Now-
like, "Nah, we're cool."
This one I think is real easy.
Yeah.
This is the other digger
This is for ladies.
for the ladies,
of
for the
your
guys
mom's
that really
house.
party. Dig him up, seal him shut. James Dean or Elvis Presley. That's really.
James Dean, really?
A lot of James
I'm a
Dean.
huge. I thought Elvis. I
Me,
would go
hands
Elvis.
down,
I love
Elvis.
young Elvis, not fat bloated.
Oh, I want
not
fat.
70s. Not that.
I want fat bloated Elvis, popping pills and fucking shooting
You
guns
want-
while
you
he's
want older
while-
Elvis?
Yeah, well, I'm chugging
want
him.
that guy?
And he's like bang, 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 bang. Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun. He'd talk shit to me and then fucking throw a sandwich at me and then and sing a song and then burp and pass out. I'd be like, yeah, dude, I'll be gay with you.
I like
Cool.
young hot Elvis, like Army Elvis.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
when he was just young and fresh.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's
I'd ride that
let's dig
hog
him
all
up and
day,
seal him
Tom.
shut, everybody.
I like how his music kept playing all the way
Ari,
through.
did you make your vote?
I'm still thinking about it. They both have. Yeah, I don't know. This one really tears me. I've never been into James Dean that much.
He was sexy, right? The rebel without a cause.
I feel like he'd already know what he's doing around a male's asshole.
Okay.
Like,
Was he gay? Was he? Does anyone know?
I think it was
Maybe.
pre-allowed.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Was there a rumor about that?
No.
Oh, all
All
right.
right. Well,
Any-
he's cute.
Something what?
Oh, he knew where the dudes were at.
Definitely. Do you want to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
don't show him the answers. Okay. So because Ari,
I
I,
think
don't know if you
James
guys know this, but Ari's
Black.
Jewish. Yeah, and
Black, yeah.
so we thought Ari, since you're kind of aficionado, you went to a kibbutz when you were 18.
I lived in a kibbutz for a few months. I
Tell
lived
these
in
people
Israel
your
for
Jew
2 years.
credentials. Go ahead.
I was raised Orthodox Jewish. I went to study in the yeshiva in Israel. That's like a seminary for a couple years in Jerusalem.
Which is
After
cool,
high
right?
school,
Oh
yeah,
my
for 2
God.
years, it was fun. And after I missed a Yom Kippur service one day, my dad came home and slapped me in the face. And then I got punished anyway. I got grounded even after that. I overslept. So that's sort of how Jewish I am.
It's pretty Jewish.
Well, very good.
So you want to ask him? Go ahead. set
So
it
here's
up.
what we're gonna do. We have a list of celebrities, and
Yeah.
we're gonna ask you whether they are Jewish or Arab.
Oh.
Your sworn enemies.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. First one:
Good or bad list.
Jew or Arab? Paula Abdul.
That's a Jew. I already know that. But she's a Jew Arab.
Final. Oh well, what is it?
Okay, there's this whole sect of Jews, these Syrian Jews. Anyone named Dweck, or that's a Syrian Jew. They own Jordache and most of Deal, New Jersey.
Wow.
They all have, in their summer homes in Deal, they all have full court basketball courts in their backyard. Some alongside a pool, some have to slum it and just have the full court basketball. Paula Abdul is one of those. I think she's a Syrian or some sort of Persian Jew. So
Look,
she's like halfway.
So I
She's
need
a Jew, though. She's a Jew.
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
I'm sorry, Ari. You're incorrect.
What?
She is an Arab.
Yes.
She is an Arab.
That's
Yes.
not true.
Yes.
Yeah, it was on the internet.
Yeah. There's no way this could
She's
be wrong.
listed.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Why did I think she was a Jew? I always thought that I knew about her being a Jew.
I put some. Is this like your music or theirs? I found this.
It sounds Arab.
I can't accept this. I'm sorry. I have to look this up.
Okay, the next one.
Next one, Zac Efron. Jew or Arab?
I didn't think either one. But he's white looking, right?
Don't look it up. Jesus.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
don't
looking up.
cheat,
Look at
cheater
Paula
face.
Abdul. Zac Efron, man, I hope he's.
Just let the music inspire you.
Nora Ephron, nah, he's not related to her. I'm gonna go Jew.
You would be correct.
Yeah.
Zac
Good one.
Efron is a
I'll
Jew.
take Paula
All
Abdul.
right, Ari Shaffir.
I'm
Okay, now what about this heartthrob?
Just a few more.
Do not fucking.
not looking it up. I really can't stand this
All
Paula
right.
Abdul thing.
Okay.
Jake
ready?
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yes.
I would let
I
him
like this
seal me
lady's
shut
helping me. The one who
a lot.
listens to her.
I don't care what he is.
Yeah, you can.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
You
Fuck.
can definitely fill him up. That's for
Seal
sure.
me shut.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jew too.
You are correct,
yeah,
sir.
Thank you,
Ari
thank you very
Shaffir.
much.
2 out of 3.
Paula
Very
Abdul
good.
Jewish. I'm looking this up.
She's an
All right.
Arab. She's not. She's an Arab.
Scarlett
California
Johansson.
to Jewish parents.
No, I looked her up last
How
night.
about some
We're
research?
Arab.
Paula Abdul Wikipedia. Abdul was
Put it away.
born.
Just put it away.
What?
Wait,
I
what about
can't
this?
That's how much I can't accept it.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
On our thing, it
Did
says
you-
Arab.
Yeah, on this piece of paper right here.
On the
it says
thing that
Arab.
we typed up, it says Arab.
Did you also know that in 1980s she rose to popularity as a Jew, as a cheerleader?
That you know that Arsenio Hall put 5 fingers on her one time, and he's got really big, super long fingers. and that it like tore her, and she had to get she had to have like vaginal she got torn and making this all up. All right,
Jewish parents, yeah, Syrian Jews. I'm right.
Can
Abdul's
we
parents.
just finish this?
Just get
I don't want
over
to
it.
besmirch her. We can't just leave that out there and have people thinking she's an Arab.
All right, one more.
She'll sue this podcast and shut it down. You can't do things like that to people.
Okay, Ari, we'll let you redeem yourself with one last one. Which one do you want to give him, Tommy? I'm voting for...
Let's go with...
That's a weird one.
Okay.
This guy, voted for him, Ralph Nader. Jew or Arab?
Interesting, right? Again, it's all up to us.
He's so good business-wise, but I think I'm gonna...
I know,
gonna
right?
go with, yeah.
He's so sensible.
I'm gonna go with Arab, though, anyway.
I think you would be right,
You're
Ari
correct,
Shaffir.
Ari Shaffir.
Ralph Nader is an Arab, according to the internet.
That's it. You did it,
That's
buddy.
it, buddy. Thank you.
And you're welcome, thanks.
You really
Ari,
did
will
a
you
good
tell
job.
people where they can see you, find you?
You can go to my website, arithegreat.com, and or my podcast, Ari Shaffir Skeptic Tank.
And your next live week, road show. Where you next?
San Francisco, June 13th.
All
Ex-
right.
at
Cops Comedy
At Cops.
Club.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
there. Oh, I'm right after you. June
really?
14th.
Oh, yeah, you're doing the weekend there.
Yeah.
That's twice now.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
guys. Why don't you just fucking hook up already?
Love you, Ari.
She was smart enough to get a cab, and her cab didn't come at all, and then my cab came earlier. She's like, you should have called a cab, dear. What's
up,
wrong with you? You haven't lived your life for it.
I didn't say that. I did not scold
I'm
you.
adding that later.
I did not
for a sec.
scold
No,
you,
you're right.
stupid.
You're like, I can wait for you to do it if you want. All right.
Beautiful. Please
All
give a
right,
round of
later.
applause for
Ari
Ari
Shaffir,
Shaffir, everybody.
everybody.
That was really fun.
Love you, Ari.
Thank you, Ari.
What a
Absolutely.
cavalcade of
Now,
talent.
if you guys had to guess, Ari, Jew or Arab, what do you think? Nope, no votes? Well, you guys be surprised. He's fucking Korean. Weird, huh?
That was fun.
That was fun. Ari's always great. We're going to bring our next guest up
Yes.
right away. Also, super funny guy. He's been on the show before. He has too many television credits to list, but here, let's try. He was on Mad TV. He's been on Pushing Up Daisies. He's on Up All Night. He has a fantastic album called Soak Up the Night. He has another one coming out, another hour special coming out, and he's here right now. Please put your hands together for Matt Braunger, everybody.
Woo!
Please let him hear it.
Yes. Hi, buddy.
How's it
Good
going?
to see you. Don't touch me.
Good to see you too.
Hi, Matt.
You're so soft.
I know. I'm forever lazy.
What do you think of the show so far? How are you feeling?
Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's definitely child friendly, and you can play it for the family.
It's a
and
family
Absolutely.
just
show.
everything. The pizza labia to you guys' shits, and really
You're
special.
welcome.
We try to get something for everybody that doesn't fucking have something.
Sure.
That's the way we feel.
It's a niche.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's how you want to think.
How have
of
you
it,
been,
yeah.
Matthew? I haven't seen you in a
I'm
while.
good, man. I'm good. Everything's cool.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
You're very tan. What did you do? Did you go to the beach?
I did volunteer work in Compton all day last weekend.
What?
And
I was not
didn't,
expecting that at all.
Didn't well, it was one of those things I didn't think about. It's like because where I live, it's like I don't know if my house, my apartment is just near trees. Like I'll be outside, but there will be trees. But if you go to like South LA, there's houses and a blistering sun. Like that's it wherever you walk. And so I didn't
Yeah.
even think that I was like, suntan lotion, whatever. And I just went like I was hanging things on doors basically.
Wait,
And, like,
wait, what?
This isn't a
for,
bit?
for Planned Parenthood. I just
Good for you.
There was a new clinic in the area, so it's like free health care for people. So I
Yeah.
just hung stuff
So
up.
this is
that's
real.
But no,
great.
it's great. But it's like the dumb fuck I am. I became like I'm tanner now, but I was like a human blister like that day when I got home. Like sure did good for my oh god my skin.
God punish
Yeah.
you.
So
Did you volunteer always, or is this
no, I'm trying to get back into it. Just like like when I'm not on the road, there's nothing to do, and I'm
right? But I
Yeah.
mean, do you feel like you only started volunteering since you've become this successful?
Have I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
No,
what I'm
like,
saying.
did you do it when you were broke?
Some.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. You just get bored.
Good
I always
person.
feel like volunteer work. I'm like, yeah, one day definitely gonna do that.
Me
Yeah, no, that's how I am. That's how I am. But I got like emails from friends. They're like, "We're all doing this." And it was
Oh,
like this,
okay.
like,
Oh,
they
okay.
knew
Well,
I
yeah.
wasn't doing anything on that
If
Saturday.
you
so
like
I was
called me and you're like, hey, I'll pick you up to do volunteer work, I'll be like, well, what time? And then
is there a
and
game
then-
on? Or
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
And like, all right, you'll drive me back too? Drop me off? And
Yeah, I'll take you and drive back.
will you keep me safe in
Sure.
Compton?
Yes.
See, Because I saw the Planned Parenthood people in front of our supermarket,
Yeah.
and I was like, I would love to volunteer. I just give them money. Like, here's $10.
Yeah.
You know, like to actually do shit.
That's what I used to do.
That's really cool.
Well, it's fine. It made, I have to justify my alcoholism somehow.
Right.
So, like,
Right.
during the day, if I do enough volunteer work, I'm like, yeah, I can drink myself stupid and fall asleep in a cab. It's allowed, and Christ will forgive me. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
Right.
By the way, I'm really been impressed by almost all of your Chicago guys' alcoholism. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah, you do it.
Was that like just how you guys got to know each other? Like, let's just all fucking.
Yeah, it's not
throw
as
up.
it's much less crazy than it was.
It was
like
really
I
crazy.
joke, but it's like I got it what I think is under control, and I don't
Yeah.
hit anyone or whatever, and drive a car or shit
Right.
like that, and I save it for the weekend. But I mean, back in Chicago when we all started, like we would just be in bars hammered, and you just kind of like come out of a blackout on stage in the middle of a routine, and like I'm not kidding. I mean, it was insane. Nick Vatterott, I remember he like left a bar and got to his apartment and then woke up in the hospital, and what had happened was he couldn't get the key into his lock, and then he fell down a couple stairs, and a neighbor came home and just found a bloody guy who was asleep and put him in the hospital, and it's like that just happened, and none of us were like, you should get help. Seriously. Like, none of us. Like, not good. Not good.
What's because I saw TJ Miller last night, and he was talking about when he went on a 5-week bender, and I was like, people don't do that. What are you talking about? He was like, like 5 weeks. I was like, 5 weeks.
Yeah,
like,
I
especially in
couldn't
your
do that.
30s. Like, that's so much. In
Yeah.
college, that's all you do. You just
Sure.
get drunk and puke everywhere,
Yeah.
and then you hit 30, and you're like, I
No.
don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not about having those hangovers where I think I'm gonna have a stroke anymore. No way. You know what I mean? Like my brain
Yeah.
is squeezing itself, and it's not even not even fried chicken can handle this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. Like, I want someone to hold my hand and take me to Panda Express or something. Yeah.
What's like
Yeah.
do you have like the worst thing you ever did? Like, do you have something where you've like you wrestled a dog or some shit and then
wrestled
died?
a dog? Wouldn't that be adorable?
But then
if you
died,
fucked it,
then
that'd
you
be
killed
horrible.
him. Yeah, if you fucked it, that'd be terrible. Or if you're like I'm gonna break its neck, like because you were drunk, and then you.
Actually, probably just I got a DUI 10 years ago, and that was
That's bad.
Well,
Just
it's bad,
one?
and it was like just one.
That's
Yeah,
not bad.
never again. But I lived in Chicago for 6 years, and I never owned a car. I just go on a bus or a cab or whatever, and then I went home for 2 weeks to hang out with my folks before I moved to LA, and I got drunk like I did then, and I borrowed my mom's car, and then going down the street, I'm like, oh no, this isn't a bus that I'm on. This is something I'm controlling and could easily kill someone. So I started going so fucking slow that a cop was like almost pulling next to me, like, yeah, really? And they got me out, and I got like an F- on my sobriety test. And,
Did you?
But what they have in Portland, Oregon, is where I'm from, is something called a deferral program, where if you go through education and go to these classes, you get it wiped from your record. So I did that, but I had to take the classes for 4 months in Portland. I couldn't take them in LA. So I was sentenced by a judge to live with my parents for 4 months as an adult. Sentenced.
That's a great sitcom premise.
I'm
That's
trying to
so
make it into a
funny.
movie script.
Really?
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God,
Because
it's funny.
it's fucking schmaltzy and queerish, but like after that 4 months, it's like I had a better understanding of my parents than I ever did before.
Yeah.
Because like you don't relate to your parents when you're a kid. You're like,
Right.
what the fuck do they know?
Yeah.
I got it down.
Yeah.
I'm 17. I'm a man, which is how old I was when I left. And so I got to get to know them and shit. And all
That's
that jazz.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The older I get, the more I start to think that my dad was right about everything. Because, like, when I was growing up, my dad would be like, everybody's on fucking drugs. Everybody's fucking crazy. And I'm like, no, that's not true. And now I'm like, wow, everybody is on fucking drugs. Like, everybody's high, and they're out of their mind. And you're lucky to meet one sane person on the planet.
Everybody's on pills.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's like, I was in Montreal doing the Just for Laughs festival last year, and I'm about to get on the plane, and like every other comic just crack. They all popped open pill thing. Like, what do you got? You got some blues? Got some reds?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
What are we medicating for? We're not like.
I mean, I bummed a Xanax, yeah. I don't have pills. I don't walk around with a bag full of pills. And I know people that have so many.
Sure.
Like Heath Ledger taught us nothing. You know, it's like I'm scared of that. Like I don't want to take 2 pills that don't go together and then not wake up.
That's Whitney Houston shit. That's how you go.
Like,
right?
how
You
fucked up
shouldn't
is
mix
that for? I weigh 225 pounds. Like, I don't want anyone to find this body.
I know.
Like gross. There's this huge, bloated, naked dude
hipster.
right on the carpet. Looks like he got up to piss. Didn't make it. Broke his whole face on the toilet bowl when he went down. Just blood everywhere.
Your naked ass just out.
I think that's the worst thing about just leaving your dead body. That some fucker has to explain it.
I know.
Someone has to talk about it. Yeah, I found him. Yeah. He was right there.
God.
Can I go? Can I just go home? Or can I just go home and drink until I can't see?
All the the coroner's office all come and then they're just like eating over you and shit. Like, hey, you want to go get a burger like after this? And then and like joking, you know. Like, did you see the thing? You go to the picnic.
That's the best
Timmy?
part of Dirty Harry, the movie, when there's a dead woman on a hill and this guy's just eating a hot dog, and Dirty Harry comes over and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "Wow, what do you mean, Harry?" Like, he doesn't, what? Yeah. And he's like, "Nobody, and I mean nobody, puts ketchup on a hot dog." Doesn't care. Doesn't care that he's eating a hot dog over a dead body.
Right. Just no ketchup.
Yeah.
I do feel that way. Ketchup on a hot dog is fucked up.
Yeah, you told me that
What
one
the fuck
time.
are you talking about?
It's the worst.
Get out of
It's
here.
not right.
That's
I'll leave.
retarded.
I can't bite it.
I
don't
can't
like
just do mustard. It has to be both ketchup and mustard together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people do it,
Wow.
but
How do you feel about relish?
relish is good. I'm down with
Okay.
that.
Well,
Who here puts ketchup on a hot dog? Anybody do that?
Yeah. Okay.
I know. That's
All right,
cool.
America has spoken. Americans.
I mean, I'm not a jerk about it. Like,
Fucking
ugh.
communist.
Who's a mustard
You
only
guys are worse
kind of
than
person?
Nazis.
Anybody a mustard only?
Mustard
Wow.
only. That's
Okay.
right.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
You'll
that's
learn.
fair. That's fair.
okay.
Who here is a fingered a relative?
Yeah, had to go dirty.
Okay.
I knew it was. I was like, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be a butthole reference.
No.
I'm sophisticated. Don't
I
give
know
me
it.
that shit.
Should we, speaking of, where should we go?
Oh,
we have fun things for you, Matt Braunger.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Matt, as already has been established, is an accomplished actor. So I was thinking, is there a possibility you would be willing to do a cold reading for us?
Yeah,
right now?
okay.
Okay. Okay. Here's the scene. You're a football coach. Now, it's not what you expect. It's not the same coach you heard before. It's a different coach. And you're giving your players a motivational speech at a team meeting.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad it isn't the transcription of that girl that was coming on that guy's dick.
Hold on a second.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Detectives.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. That was the wrong
Cute.
thing.
Fucking blue band.
Fucking blue band.
Stupid
producer.
bird.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
No pressure, Matt.
Now, there's a difference between having fun and being a jackass. Our defense was a jackass. We went to Hofstra. Eating a bunch of fucking cheeseburgers before we go stretch and all that. That's being a jackass. You can be a world champion, but not like this. We won't win it. We'll sit back and say, why didn't we do it? We didn't do it because where were our fucking priorities? How about our offense? When are we going to put it together? When are we going to put it together? Can we not run the ball down their throats every snap? Can we not throw it anytime we want to fucking throw it? Let's make sure we play like the fucking New York Jets and not some fucking slapdick team. That's what I want to see tomorrow. Do we understand what the fuck I want to see tomorrow? Let's go eat a goddamn snack.
Woo! Woo! Wow.
That was
Matt
awful.
Bronger, everybody.
Is that how you audition? Jesus, no
Wow.
wonder.
Shut up.
You're fantastic, man. That's how to fucking act.
I
I
felt
still have
that.
not booked anything. I'm only 318 auditions in.
Did you write that?
no,
Very interesting
no.
that you asked. Did I write that? This should be your answer.
Now, there's a difference between having fun and being a jackass. Our defense was a jackass when we went to Hofstra, eating a bunch of fucking cheeseburgers before we go stretch and all that. That's being a jackass. You can be a world champion, but not like this. We won't win it. We'll sit back and say, why didn't we do it? We didn't do it because where were our fucking priorities? How about our offense? When are we going to put it together? When are we going to put it together? Can we not run the ball down their throats every snap?
Can we not?
Can we not throw it anytime we want to fucking throw it? Let's make sure we play like the fucking New York Jets and not some fucking slapdick team. That's what I want to see tomorrow. Do we understand what the fuck I want to see tomorrow? Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.
That's Coach Rex
was
Ryan,
the
of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about sports, but I know that I like Rex Ryan a lot because of that.
Yeah.
That's really
Slapdick team. is
Slapdick.
fucking great.
It's only football. That's why they're the best, man.
What is a slapdick? What does that mean?
Just
They just
you
run
know,
around slapping
Eating
each
a
other's
bunch
dicks?
of cheeseburgers.
Like you're basically, you just keep.
Slap
Rather than
dicking.
practice, you just slap dicks against other dicks.
Yeah, like, hey, you want to run a play? Like, nah, just slap each other's
We're
dicks.
grinding dicks. Let's get a goddamn snack. And then that became like a thing, right? Because everybody.
Yeah, now that they sell like 1,000
Yeah.
let's get a goddamn snack T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a
so
game
great.
As
at
well they
Jets
should.
games,
That's
and Rex
the quote
Ryan's
of the
like,
year.
"Don't I get a fucking cut of this shit? Like, what's going on?" That's my expression. And they're like, "No."
I love,
no.
and then he made those videos with his wife, right? Like fetish
Yes,
porn.
yes, he did foot fetish videos with his
Did
wife.
you know that?
No.
And then
Yeah.
it came out, and everyone made like a big deal about it. But it's him and his wife. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, but there's also like it's just I don't know. He didn't really hide. Like everyone knows his voice. Like when you're
Well,
famous.
how did were they on YouTube or what happened?
Yeah, well, he put him on like there was like fetish sites where you meet other people that are into it,
okay.
and and he
Okay.
did it when he was the.
I thought he was like the dad that fucked up, like the dad that's just like, hey, I made our sex video, honey. I'll just put it on the laptop and Facebook. No, and just goes on like to YouTube or something. Like, dad fucked up, and now everyone's seen mom get railed.
They did like role play stuff. It was kind of funny, like where she'd be like sitting in the car. At
Yeah,
a,
I
at a
remember
park,
this one. Yeah.
And her feet are hanging out the window, but he'd come by and be like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And and she was like, "Nothing. I'm just." Oh, he's like, "No, leave your feet right there. That's fine." And then she's like, "Do you like him?" He's like, "As a matter of fact, I do." And they're clearly making it for themselves.
I
like
love it.
And then
I love that they've like written lines.
they
For
have
Yeah.
lines. Yeah.
That's kind of what was more
Miss, your
humiliating.
feet are in my driveway.
Yeah.
It's like, would you mind if I touched them for a second, or?
But did they? They didn't actually
Can I
do
take
it,
out
though.
take out my boner and pleasure you?
She's like, "Do you like these?" And he's like, "They look like a goddamn snack." So yeah,
Everything's a snack.
everything's a snack for Rex. He has
Aw.
a fucking crazy, like he has a stomach that does like it looks like there's a tumor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like him, and it's like tumor stomach.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
He's cute though. I like him for some
Yeah,
reason. I'm
yeah.
attracted to him sexually.
He's got those Steve. He's
You
got
like-
those Steve
you like-
Harvey
I don't know
teeth.
why.
You
You
know
like
what I
big
mean?
dudes.
Yeah,
He's got the Steve Harvey
And
teeth.
I normally
like
don't
the
like
billboard
those
teeth.
veneers. But
Ron White, Steve Harvey.
yeah,
that big.
he's
They-
cute
where
though.
it's like
Choppers.
Like there's fucking signs on their teeth.
But
you know
he's
what
Southern, right? Like Rex Ryan's one of those Southern guys. Who's
I mean? Yeah, I mean,
like Boss
I don't know.
Hoggy. I think I like him because he's like Boss Hoggy.
Maybe
Boss
a southern
Hoggy.
Yeah.
affectation, if you will. Okay. So do you want to run this? What do we have? Do we have?
Yeah, we have time. We're gonna do.
Okay.
Let's do this thing.
Okay. We'll do this with Matthew. All right. All right.
You know, by that song, what it's time for.
One of like maybe this is like the 7th Bill Cosby theme.
Right.
Right.
Season. I think
This is
season
season
6
4.
or 7.
Bobby
Okay,
McFerrin.
4, sorry.
Rudy.
Would you rather? This, I gotta say, we have the funniest fucking listeners. This was submitted, and I almost shit myself reading this. I had to combine two of them. So the would you rather, obviously you want two very unlikable scenarios.
Yes.
Okay, so would you rather have a 12-hour threesome with the crew of Comic Relief, Robin Williams, Billy Crystal, and Whoopi Goldberg?
So awful.
12
Robin Williams
hours.
is doing like shtick impression, like on your general like prop stuff, like, oh, this goes.
Of course
in
he
my
is. He can't not. He has
and,
to.
Your balls are like my hat.
Yeah, and then Billy Crystal's
Don't
like
be
singing
afraid.
songs and doing
Yeah.
annoying impressions, and then Whoopi's like, I'm doing her fucking thing. You know, here's this like
I
video
am
of
glad
this
to be here. Well, look, can you tell what religion I am? Oh. Look at you. What are these colors? Looks like an aquarium blew up.
I know.
And you're getting
You
blown
look
right
like the
now.
gay Clydesdale.
You know what I'm
Easy,
saying?
easy. How old are you?
And Whoopi's sitting on your
How
face.
are you? I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh, my God. I've been on the road. I was doing Kismet with Lucille
Whoopi
Ball.
on your
Really?
Yes.
Oh, who played the Alfred Drake role?
She did.
No.
Oh, yeah.
What could
Tom
the other
Waits.
thing possibly be?
Oh, you're so
Getting
nasty.
thrown into a
Oh, it's incredible.
volcano?
I also was in the road company of Deliverance. I think I-
How unjoyful do you think Whoopi Goldberg is?
Yeah.
This is still there.
Where's Billy Robbins? Comic relief. Go, baby. Go, baby.
Yeah, so they're doing their thing.
Here we are, back with another
I tell you,
spectacle
when this
of
aired, I didn't think it was
well-known
funny.
people
I was like
making
10 years old.
laugh.
No, yeah,
I
when
was
they
like,
did
this is the
comic relief,
unfunniest shit I've ever seen in my
I was
life.
like, wow, it looks like it really sucks to be a comic.
Yeah, there's nothing good about it.
So the other one is I mean, it has to be bad, obviously, right?
Right.
You have your asshole licked with a razor blade tongue for
Fuck.
an hour.
1 hour with a razor blade.
1
tongue
hour?
licking your asshole.
You wouldn't have an asshole left. An hour?
Here.
That's plenty of time to get rid of any butthole.
But
Not that I've known someone with a razor tongue, and I
Where-
don't either, but
While you think about it, just to help you.
yeah, and
Okay.
talk us through your logic here.
okay. I think I'd have to go with the threesome, but I kind of would assume the role of the dominatrix kind type, or the domineering man.
Sure.
You sit over there. That's what turns me on.
Sure.
Face the wall.
Yeah.
Face the wall. Shut up, Robin.
I don't see that in you.
You know, I would have to dig deep.
Okay.
And yeah. And
What
then-
do you do with Whoopi? How do you get her off your face?
Oh God. I mean, something has to be sexual. Yeah.
yeah.
And okay, I'm not into dudes, so I guess I would just have to fuck Whoopi and then
Yeah.
and then just say like, you guys just clap. I don't know, something.
They would they would never leave you alone.
No, they would
Like,
never. No, I mean this is my
While you're-
fantasy.
but while you're
of
trying to,
the
like-
best possible scenario would never happen.
While you're
Never.
trying
It'd
to
be
re-
as soon as I'm like, listen up, I'm the domineering chloroform rag right away over my mouth. Right away. Like Billy Crystal would have one. He's like, we're used to guys like you. And I'd wake up tied up. 12 hours of hell.
Robin Williams would exhaust you
Oh,
beyond.
no, yeah. He probably has a boner that never goes away. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what you do to it, it
So he
just
was doing
always.
a ton of blow back then.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make your wiener hard?
It makes it hard, and then you can't ever get a boner for like
Yeah.
days.
I think the first thing that Robin Williams would do if you were having a threesome is he would take your dick and go, hello, testing.
Testing.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
definitely, right?
Hello,
That's the
hello.
first thing.
This
Hello.
on?
You'd
This
be like-
on?
You'd be like,
And then
all right,
you'd be
Robin.
like, stop talking. He would bite it really
Yeah.
hard just to show you who the boss is,
Yeah.
and then go back to doing the shtick.
And then he'd be like, I'm a dog. And then you'd be like, fucking please. And he'd be like, we're just getting started. And then he'd start sweating. And
Oh,
like, it
it's
would
so
be crazy.
awful. And he's so hairy and sweaty.
Yeah.
So you chose the threesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to.
All right. Well,
Razor dick, like
No,
razor
no.
tongue, lick butthole.
Yeah, a razor tongue on
tongue.
your butthole.
Yeah, no,
I would take the butthole licking.
you would not.
I couldn't imagine sex with Billy Crystal and.
But you'd be alive with an okay butthole. God willing. Like, let's hope. Let's hope they wouldn't decimate your butthole.
pipe, and he would use a chloroform rag on what's his tits, Robin Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Who knew
I didn't see that one coming.
that you wanted to get your asshole licked by a razor
Can I tell you
blade?
what? I will take my a razor blade tongue, meaning like a cat's tongue. Maybe it's
There's
as
millions of little incisions. Yeah. You have a colostomy bag after this. Would you rather?
That's all right.
Okay. All right.
I don't like Whoopi Goldberg either. Who the fuck
You hate
likes
her
Whoopi
so
Goldberg? But I
fucking
don't understand
much.
who likes her. Like, clap if you're a Whoopi Goldberg fan.
Hey, there's some.
No,
right.
nobody fucking like.
He's not even waiting for the intro.
Oh, Bert Kreischer.
God.
Okay, guys.
Have you ever sat and listened to a podcast, but it's in the dark, you don't know where your iPad is, but you can't turn it off, and it's just going on and on and on, and you're in a hotel room like, fucking turn it off, but you can't? That's what I fucking felt like up there. Son of a bitch.
Bert Kreischer, everybody. Bert Kreischer is here. Bert
All right.
Kreischer.
Fucking, where is Braunger still in the room right now? He did fucking charity work?
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Have you done charity work?
No, I'm married. Why the fuck would I do that? What? Is he still in here?
I don't know.
No, Braunger.
He fucking left.
He left quickly.
Yeah, Paul Abdul is Jewish, by the way.
No, it's on the internet. It says Arab.
No, she's Jewish.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah, I've been fucking sitting up there for an hour and a half. I Googled
You have not been there an hour and a half.
I've been there an hour and a half. I got an hour and a
No,
fucking
that's
half.
not
An
accurate.
hour and a fucking half.
You're so.
Braunger did
Fired
fucking
up.
charity work in Compton. That is.
I know.
Yeah, it's intense. He handed out flyers. It wasn't
Would you
too
do
much.
that
For a
forever?
fucking-
Ever?
Never.
You've never done. Would
you ever done
consider
charity?
doing that?
No, I wouldn't do charity. What the fuck am I doing charity work for? Like, I don't know. That just doesn't. Am I the only one that, like, when you guys have free time, do you do charity work? Me either. Like,
No.
I'll jag off or like I'll get drunk. Like, and I never really drank with those Chicago comics. I kind of always wanted to.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're from
that's fun.
Chicago. You don't know it.
And Braunger's got his shit together. He's like, well, I don't, like, I was like, man, I'm 39 and I still drink like a fucking fish. I was drunk this morning.
Where were you this morning?
Boston. I got drunk. Let me tell you something about drinking. I'm a fucking grown-up, and I do it right, okay? I travel. This is what I do. 2 vodkas out of the minibar. Put them in my backpack, right? Now, if you know, like I do, that the Boston airport sucks dick, for a bunch of alcoholic fucking mix, they don't have booze anywhere in that airport. It is so hard to get drunk in the Boston airport. So what I did is packed another 2 Jack Daniels, okay? 2 Jack Daniels, 2 vodkas. I take the vodkas, I get an orange juice at Starbucks in the bathroom. You got to do it in the bathroom. I pour the vodkas into the orange juice with some ice, and I enjoy that cocktail out where ticketing is, right? I just kind of walk around. Hey, I've already got my boarding pass. I'm ready to go, but I got those 2 because you can't walk through security with 4 fucking bottles of booze because then you look like a fucking lunatic.
So
and then I take the 2 Jack Daniels on the inside and I have them on the inside. So there was no way. All they had was a cozy fucking bagel place there. So yeah.
So you were hammered for the flight?
Oh, yeah.
Did you pass out?
Yeah, and then woke back up and started drinking again. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like flying. I don't know if any of you guys fucking like it. And people go, oh, it's safer than driving. Yeah, but I don't explode into fucking flames.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have 15 minutes to realize my mortality as I scream to the earth at 1,000 miles an hour and disintegrate. Just, it's a fucking car accident. Bam! Oh, shit, what the fuck happened,
Wait, now, here's what I want to know, because you're a pretty severe drinker.
Severe is a good word.
It's so severe, I canceled my doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, because we're going
Do you remember when I told you about about how you
what? Shitting blood, by the way. Yeah, been there.
when you
You
burp?
shit blood regularly?
And when I fell off an aircraft carrier, I fucking was shitting blood.
Wait, you
so
want to
bad.
step back a second?
I fell off an aircraft carrier.
Where was that?
In Philadelphia. Yeah,
When?
because I'm a fucking man. That's right. Did God just bleep me?
Yeah.
God was like, take the F-bombs out, big boy.
Will you try the other mic?
Will I try the other mic?
Sounds like
Hello? Is this one better? Is
might
this
be better.
All right.
Yeah, I
You
want
take it out.
So, yeah, I fell off a fucking aircraft carrier because I don't know. I just fell off. I don't want to get into it. I fell
Yeah,
off an
no,
aircraft
that's a
carrier.
perfect setup. I just fell off a fucking aircraft carrier. Yeah.
I cracked
get
my
it, right?
ribs. I'm shitting blood. I don't realize I'm shitting blood until the next morning when I got up and there was a blood stain in my mattress. Like my ass had been leaking blood in the hotel, and I was like, wasn't me. Just get up and like, gangster, get the fuck out of here. Maybe there was, I don't know. So then I go home and I'm fucking, there's blood marks on like the couch. because it's going through my pants. There's blood's coming out of my ass. Like, I'm not kind of like a vampire would have a hard dick right now. And my wife sees it.
There's like pints of blood.
There's pints coming out of my leg. When I sit on the toilet, it would drop into the toilet. Like,
Is there a bloop? There's
And
not a
so
wound? There's not an open wound?
No, it's my asshole is the open wound. Leanne sees the blood stains, goes, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh, is this how you're gonna treat our girls when they get their period?" She goes, "We're going to the doctor right fucking now." So we go to the doctor, and okay. Now there's a part I'm leaving out. I've been self-medicating because I have broken ribs from falling off the aircraft. I've been self-medicating with just self-medicating. So I'm a little bit of a mess. I get to the doctor, my blood pressure is like 170 over 120, and the doctor's like, "We're gonna have to do a rectal exam." Here's the weird part.
What?
I get naked, and then I bend over on the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll just do it. Like I get like this on the table, like naked.
Uh-huh.
And he walks in, Asian dude, and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, now I look like a fucking fool. I'm like, I'm giving you permission to put something in my ass. This is the universal sign for shove something up my ass. Like, you can not fight. He goes, "You've been watching too many movies." I go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I go, "It's just Fletch is the only one I've ever seen is that he bends over." He goes, "No, lay on your side." I go, "What?" He goes, "What you're doing is very like homoerotic." He goes, "Lay on your side." Like laying on my side. Like he's trying to fuck a fat chick. Like and then he goes, "Raise your leg." Like you're the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
And then he just slides it in
Yeah,
like a
it's
thief
so
in the night.
sneaky.
Just yeah.
But it's startling.
He's saying,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Take that, bitch."
Yeah.
You like that, don't you? Here's two. No, and then he just was like, "You have hemorrhoids."
That was it?
Yep.
Bleeding
Really?
piles?
Ruptured, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember we had been, I think we had done a weekend together, and it was like the second time in a couple months, and like every 11 seconds, Bert would burp and then go,
Oh, yeah.
right? And I was like, "Hey, man."
I burp a lot?
I go, "You burp a lot." And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "How much do I burp?" And I was like a lot. And then you went to the doctor, and you're like, "Oh, my God, I just told the doctor."
Is that what I fucking sound like?
Yeah, that's exactly what you sound like.
I thought I sound manly. Is that when they had to do the throat scope on me?
And what did you have, acid reflux?
I have acid reflux, and I was like, "Oh man, has anyone ever gotten a throat scope?" It's fucking worse. They shoot like not cocaine, but something like that up your nose. They don't shoot cocaine up your nose. Just, and you're like, "Let's buy a boat." And that's from Corky Romano, by the way, anybody. They shoot this stuff up your nose, and then they slide a camera up your nose. And you're staring at someone who's like right in your face with a camera who's looking for like, I thought it was cancer. And you're just watching the look on her eyes like, uh-oh. And then she saw it, and she was like, "Uh-oh." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I think I passed it." And I was like, "What? That's it?" She goes, "Hold on." "Oh, yeah." She goes, and then she's got the thing on my thing. She goes, "Do you drink a lot of beer?" I was like, it's like, you know you're never honest with a doctor.
Yeah.
The fucking first time, hold on. God
That's
damn
the
it.
exam. That's the exam.
Hold on. So I said, yes, I drink a lot of beer. And then she said, "How many?" And I lied. So... And then she goes, "Ooh, 6. Ooh, you should really slow down." And I was like, "What would you say if I had a friend who drank 12? Wait, the best is my first Hollywood job. I got a show hosting the X show on FX. So it's like a big deal. $5,000 a month. It was a lot of money. Or $5,000 a week. It was a lot of money to me. I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking rich." So I thought I'd always wanted to be like John Belushi and Chris Farley and that like fucking. So they do a physical. So there's this woman. I fucking still go to this lady to this day. I'm going to do the physical. I'm in my green room. I got my shirt off. I just wrapped. And I'm like, "Hey." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to do your physical." I go, "Great." She goes, "So I'm just going to run through a list of questions." And I go, "Great." She goes, "Do you drink?" And I was like, "Yep." She goes, "How much?" I go, "Every fucking night." She's like, "Okay, drugs?" And I go, "What you got?" She's like, "Do you use drugs?" I go, "Yeah, I party." She's like, "Often?" And I go, "Fucking, yeah, if they're around, I'm fucking 25. I don't give a shit." And she's like, "Okay, do you smoke?" And I go, "Not really. Like, I'll smoke weed." And she goes, "Okay, hold on. Do you have any idea what this is right now?" And I go, no, it's physical, right? She goes, no, this is that if we can insure you for this show.
Oh, no.
So if you're a drug addict, we're not going to let you do this TV show. So you might want to rethink these answers. I said, okay. And she goes, well, I'll start at the top. Do you drink? And I went, seldomly. She was like, drugs? I go, no, really. Not my bag. So I've gone to her a fucking number of times to get like cleared for TV shows because she's so fucking cool. I'm not going to say her name but if you need to get cleared for a TV show, yeah, I'll hook you up. Last time she tried to do my blood pressure for Birth the Conqueror, and this show I had was like a high fucking, like really stressful show. I had to jump off buildings and shit. So she goes in to do my blood pressure and it's high. She goes, all right, I'm going to turn on the music. I'm going to lower the lights. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to fall asleep. And when you're asleep, I'll come in and check your blood pressure.
Wow.
I fucking woke me up. She's like, you're done. I was like, you took it? She's like, yeah, pretty good blood pressure. I go, really?
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I have a fucking splitting headache. I'm so impressed with Braunger. Sounds like he's got his shit together.
Yeah, he really does.
You got your shit together too, Bert.
I have my shit together big time.
What's it like for international flying when you...
I'm actually getting much better. I had a little bit of a mess this morning with flying. I'm getting a lot better. I'm getting a lot better. I don't want to tell all my secrets because then fucking stewardess hears this. She's like, first of all, don't call me a fucking stewardess, asshole. I'm a flight attendant. But if a flight attendant hears this, I try to get as drunk as possible before I get on the plane.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can pass out and then fucking sleep the flight. And then maybe I'll have one beer. But on international, I'm not that bad. I'm actually better because they're bigger planes and they're more stable. Like you don't feel the bumps. And I don't know. Okay, are you ready for this? This is such good fucking gossip. I'm trying to not gossip. I'm trying to do two things with myself.
Oh, please tell me the gossip.
Get rid of my ego and get rid of gossip, but this is so fucking good I can't help it. So I'm flying from Heathrow to LA like last week. And I'm sitting in business class and the guy comes up and he goes, "Excuse me, sir, you don't have any this is the flight attendant. You don't have any I do horrible accents. You don't have any aluminum foil on you, do you, by any chance?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "We can't find any on the plane, and there's one passenger that really needs some for his cell phone."
What?
I went, "Someone needs fucking aluminum foil for their cell phone?" Now I have whatever it is in a fucking junkie's brain. I have that same brain, so I'm like fucking aluminum foil, bullshit. Someone's chasing the fucking dragon on our fucking plane. Aluminum foil for a fucking cell phone? Bullshit. I get up, I go, "Who's the guy?" And he points over. Tom fucking Sizemore on my fucking plane.
He's alive?
Yes, Tom fucking Sizemore. And I was like, oh, now I'm like, I wish I had the fucking tinfoil. God, you know how fucking wild this would be? Yeah. I'm like, we gotta get tinfoil, bitch. Like now, like start going through Coach. We need tinfoil, like a Bic pen, so we can take the tops off, a lighter. We need to fucking get Tom Sizemore fucked up. But then, here's the crazy part, right? So now I know he doesn't have his aluminum foil. So that's like me getting cut off on a plane with drinking. So I would think panic set in. The dude slept the whole fucking flight.
Yeah, he's a fucking junkie.
Wow.
Yeah.
He slept the whole flight. He didn't even fucking move. Like, I thought he was dead. Like,
what kind of
He was
balls?
loaded like
that just
you
shows
are.
you the balls that you have when you really are hooked. To be on a plane, be like, you have tinfoil, so I'm gonna smoke some heroin in the bathroom. Like, to think that you can get away with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's other level.
fucking next level, like, smoking heroin on a plane?
That's crazy.
What is this, Lost?
You realize...
How do you get the heroin on, though? Don't they search you?
I don't know. Here's the thing, is I can't imagine that he would be dumb enough to try to smoke heroin on a plane. I can't imagine that he could smuggle heroin on a plane. So all those things went through my head, and I was like, why didn't he just drink?
Yeah.
You know?
Drinking's so much easier than doing heroin.
I could never do heroin. I've never done heroin.
I've done it accidentally. I smoked it once accidentally.
Really?
When I was 15.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know what it was.
I've done a lot of things. I accidentally fucked a chick one time.
How'd you
Really?
Yeah, well, you know, you just are like playing around, and then, oh, it's in. You're like, looks like you got bit by the moccasin.
Well, let's...
That's a great segue,
yeah, absolutely.
actually.
It's a great segue. We have a game that Bert has become...
splitting headache.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
sorry,
We'll get
baby.
you out of here. Sorry.
That's
Catch
okay.
you.
Here's the other thing I wanted to say. So I was in Italy. I had a private viewing of the David. Have you ever seen the David?
No.
Okay. The David, it's Michelangelo built a statue in front of the Duomo called the David. It's in, I think it's in one of the museums in there, and it's like the perfection of man. It's David versus Goliath. but his dick is tiny. Like,
oh, yeah.
like his hands are huge, his head's huge, his feet are big as fuck, but he's got the littlest dick. And so now I'm supposed to be an adult representative of a TV show and do an interview, an educated interview, but all I can think is, why would he give him a small dick? Like, so then, and I can see the producers are like, don't ask about the dick. So, and I got one of the family members' sculptures from like 500. The family's had this. So I got an expert. So I go, all right, fuck it, I gotta ask. I go, why did he give him such a little dick? And he goes, and everyone's like, way to go, asshole. And the guy goes, that's a great question. He goes, well, he was gonna give him a bigger dick, but then people looked at it, and all they saw in the statue was a huge fucking dick. So if you made a statue with a Dirk Diggler dick, all anyone would go is like, did you see the dick on the statue? But if you put a small dick, you actually look at the statue.
Right.
You're like, well, look at his arms, his shoulders are like. I was like, oh, it's so fucking interesting.
Yeah, that's brilliant, right?
Yeah. And
That's why
like,
everybody always looks at my shoulders and my arms and everything too.
That's why when you roll through the gym, everyone's like, look at his shoulders.
Hey, that guy looks really strong.
He's a good-looking bear. I bet if I threw some cheese down. Real talk? How many times do your head get stuck in a honey jar club? That was my favorite tweet that girl tweeted.
7.
Tom and I have a podcast called Two Bears in a Cave where we just wrestle fuck each other every night.
And see who's gonna cook dinner, and then like I'm like, oh, I want. He's like, all right, 2 steaks coming up, and that's the.
Got you little bitch.
Here's this. You were part of this before. You were great. We want to have you again. Here we go.
What's your favorite segment?
The Dick Detectives.
Oh my god, this made me so uncomfortable last time.
And we're back.
I think our fans know, like, is that kind of like the thing about the show, that like the show is, in a way, let's see how uncomfortable we can make this person? That's
I would
really
rather.
So much fun, right?
You know what we did on the road?
Yeah.
Because Tom and I worked on a show, and bits of it are in this show. Lick It or Stick It was one of the things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mexican or not a Mexican.
Yeah.
It was a show we did with drunk people in the back of a bus. So we'd pick them up and we'd drive them home, and they could win money. Tom wrote all the games. So you know Tom's sense of humor. They were fucking horribly inappropriate games to play with people. Like, what can I shove in your mouth? Like, so we just shove shit in people's mouths.
While they're blindfolded.
While they're blindfolded, and we go, what's in your mouth? And they're like, oh. We played Lick It or Stick It, where you had to guess if it was a lesbian or not a lesbian. Like, would it lick it or would it stick it? And then my favorite was Mexican or not a Mexican. We played with 2 Mexican kids who got every fucking one of them wrong. J-Lo, Mexican! So I've been doing that in my crew van when we've been shooting, my crew's gotten it better. Drill It or Kill It is their favorite one to do.
Oh, yeah.
So you decide if you're going to fuck someone or kill them.
Oh, wow.
Either that or Suck It or Fuck It with male stars. Like, would you suck his dick or would you let him fuck you?
Oh, wow. That's really
so
interesting.
I just wanted to put those out for future guests.
That might be another segment for
Kill
us.
It or Drill It,
Thank
Suck
you.
It or Fuck It.
You know what, actually, I remember your favorite game that I wrote on that was the 80s sitcom that was either real or not real. We wrote a synopsis, and the synopsis of the game was of the show. They would have to guess based on the synopsis, was this a real TV show or something made up, right? So like an example would be like a midget and a wealthy Latino man
I remember that.
live on an island where all your dreams come true.
And people would be like, it's fucking no way. Midgets, they don't have midgets. We're like, no, it's Fantasy Island.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the greatest show I've ever done.
That was so much fun.
And of course, it never gets picked up.
It didn't get picked up because the ad sales were
Here's
we can't
some
sell
of the
this.
fake ones, though, because you like the fake ones.
The fake ones are my favorite.
Here's some of the fake ones that were written for this pilot. 2 unlikely friends steal from their rich employers to support their gambling habits. They love sandwiches and ice fishing.
Sounds like a good pitch.
Yeah. A football player loses both arms and must quit football. Through the help of a child, he becomes a champion distance runner.
Child.
A family of immigrants run a farm with the help of a retired Nazi officer. The Nazi marries the eldest daughter.
That one's my favorite.
I like what I do now is I go to like these conventions where heads of networks will be for like basic cable. So my favorite thing to do is pitch shows to HGTV. Her name's Kathleen, She's the GM, and I had her ear for the other day, so I just pitch horrible fucking shows, but in sincerity. So like one of the popular shows on DIY is Yard Crashers, House Crashers, Bath Crashers. I was like, seriously, Moat Crashers. She's like, I don't get it, and I go, who has a moat? She was like, nobody. I go, exactly. We just put in fucking moats in everybody's house. And she's like, I go, okay, how about blind design? A blind guy comes in and designs your house. She's like, I don't know. And I go, okay, how about this one? It's called bathrooms, bathrooms, bathrooms. We come in and we turn every room in your house into a bathroom. She's like, I go, we can showcase bathrooms. You're not feeling it? She's like, they're good ideas.
Too polite to say no.
Yeah. So let's play the game about dicks.
If you know anything, do not yell out. We're going to put up an image.
Don't contribute. Let Bert come to this on his own, okay?
Yeah, let Bert kind of figure it out if you have an opinion about it. So, oh, shit.
So this
All right.
guy...
like, the fuck is that?
Well, this is the game of Dick Detectives. We
Right.
want to guess what his penis would look like. Now, this guy's actually a friend of mine. He works in the male, porno industry.
Okay.
He's an entertainer. But what do you think, based on his build and that look, what do you think?
I'm going to say delicious.
But how big? Like,
dick?
describe it.
How big?
I'm going to guess it's one of those shorter, fat ones. Like a chode, like a big, like a mound of cock.
Okay. Like short and fat. You mean?
Yeah, like a short, stubby one.
I could see that.
Yeah. Well, do you have a picture of it?
Here we go, yeah. Let's see this other picture for the reveal. There it is.
Wait, that's a chick?
Yeah. It's actually a woman. It's Buck Angel for the listeners.
Hold on. Is that a real girl?
It's a real girl.
Yeah. She took hormones. And
Took
became
hormones
a
but
guy.
didn't do the actual bottom surgery. What
Are
do
you
you think?
fucking serious?
Is that amazing?
Wait, can you go back to the naked one?
So crazy.
And now, here's the
right?
thing. Would you fuck her?
I don't know.
It's confusing, right? Like your brain can't process it.
I'd keep wanting to get on the bottom, but over on my stomach, like because that's what you would think. That guy would just be like, "Come here, you little bitch." But that is fucking.
It's hot, right?
Something else.
I don't know what I'd do to it.
Yeah.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah.
I almost would want to fuck it. Is he here?
He's here. Hey, Buck.
Crime, motherfucker.
Come on down.
That is insane.
Yeah.
You guys know who that was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Wait,
it
you
up.
guys
Buck
know him?
Angel.
How do you know?
Yeah.
There you go.
Discovery.
Yeah, she
does. Is it? You call it he?
It's a he. She was a she, and then she became a he, but doesn't want a penis. I guess. Just.
Yeah. Who wants a penis?
It's true.
I mean, if I could get rid of mine.
You can.
I'm not in love with the idea. I just got it. It's not like I asked for it. Like if you could pick right now. If you could, and there was no shame, you could just pick. All of a sudden, Jesus showed up, and instead of doing anything, he was like, "Here's my deal. My dad sent me down for a week. I'm gonna let everyone pick.
Here's the deal.
I'm gonna let everybody pick your body parts from scratch. So pick it. What do you want? Vagina and tits, or a dick, or tits and a dick, and vagina, no tits? What do you want? What would you pick?
Well,
would you
here's
go,
the thing.
well, I'm going to stick with dick? I've had dick for 39 years. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Just to see what it's like?
Yeah, and just be like...
No, I would think that too, because I'm so used to having a vagina, and there's a lot of maintenance with vaginas. So you'd be like, oh, I totally would take a dick. But then there's the pressure of having a dick, because, what if your dick's not big enough? What if Jesus was like, ha-ha, psych, fucker, have a tiny dick, and then you're fucked.
I remember the first time I saw dicks, the first time I saw dicks, I had a penis when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then you remember the first time you saw a dick?
It's a swim. I saw it at the local Rolling Hills in Fairfield, Ohio.
In a shower?
In the bathroom of the summer pool, the community one. And one of the kids that was 15, and he had just thick fucking a
I'm getting hard. I'm out of here. Dudes fist fighting in the shower naked. Yeah. I've seen that shit, and I was like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go into a fucking bathroom and deal with this myself.
Do you realize how many fights must have taken place like that, though? Like, or still do in like third world countries, where it's like, like where everybody gathers, like in the bathhouse, and they don't think anything of like a beating taking place when like 6 guys and their dicks are dragging all over.
Naked, just like fucking Eastern Promises.
Yeah.
Just smack, and when you hear naked things slap, just it's like it's hard. Man, I fucking never forget that. That school fucking changed me. It was because it was all Cuban kids, and me and like 5 white kids showed up, and we were like, and Cuban kids. There was a big kid. I'm not gonna say his name. He went to my school. He was like 6'5". He was the toughest kid. We went to a predominantly Jewish school, and then we went to this all boys Catholic high school. First day, Spencer Ford, who was like 5'2", called him out at lunch and was like, "What do you want, some bitch?" And there was gonna be a fight. We're like, "How are they gonna fight?" Spencer Ford brought a chair over, stood up on the chair, and fucking knocked him out. And we were like, "Okay, don't talk shit to anybody here. Keep your eyes low." What the fuck are you guys doing?
What?
What are you guys doing?
We're planning something.
Okay,
well, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Bert.
Let's wrap it up. I gotta get my car.
Bert Kreischer, everybody.
Thank you,
guys. For coming, Bert. You're the best. Thank you,
Bert. Leave your jacket. Leave your jacket. It's fine.
Oh, no. It's Italian.
Did you buy it in Italy?
Yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal.
How much was it?
It's euros. It doesn't count.
Hey, what's Brown Friday? I like that.
Oh, it's when my shit! I was supposed to fucking talk about that. It's a new shirt Leanne made. Leanne and my mom kind of greenlit it. My dad shit his pants at a Banana Republic.
I remember that.
Yeah. On Black Friday, because we were getting a sale for a leather jacket, and then I told him to watch my daughters as I paid, and then he came back with no daughters. He's like, "Buddy, we got a problem." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I think I'm gonna shit my pants." And he's like, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Stop making eye contact with me." And then he shit his pants, and so my sister said, "How are the sales on Black Friday?" And I said, "We should call it Brown Friday." So. Yeah, my dad hates that story, so Leanne made these shirts. All right, I'll see you guys. Love you guys.
All right,
bye,
love
Bert.
you, Bert. Bert Kreischer,
you.
everybody.
Bert
the machine.
Kreischer. The machine.
Thanks, Bert.
Wow.
I want to watch that cough a little bit.
Do I talk like that?
All right, well.
Well, that's it, Mommy.
Yeah,
that's a show.
That is our show.
The first live one ever in front of
live
little
one ever.
mommies.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. We love you, and we'll see you guys again soon.
Bye, Mommy.
Class is open. Come on in. Oh, you want to be MC? Sit down. It's Mr. Bumpy, baby. Hey, yo, P-Rock. Here we go again, baby. We're gonna do it till they learn the right way. You ready to rock, baby? Feel it. What nature imparts to man is called human nature. To follow that nature is called the way. Cultivating that way is called education. But for man to love himself is called
have a great time tonight.
Bumpy talk about love and say it ain't right. I told you niggas what I love on first man in my life. As I move around the world, acquire new lights, new loves, new mics, new dubs. I'm still spitting. I'm not content with my life until I kill all my enemies, leave them bent with the knife. That's what's wrong with these niggas. They scared to fight, so they think being a gangster's busting guns on the mic. In the streets you black, but at home you white. At least you like to think so. Nigga, step into my mind frame, it don't stop. And I still keep the 4 pounds hot. Niggas hungry on my block, B. We trying to eat, and it's them fake ass rap niggas we trying to see. I know deep down it's bothering me when a motherfucker thinks that he's smarter than me.